The McDonald's had police trucks, police cars, everything. The dogs was out. Hey Bookies, welcome back. It's your girl Amaya Soleil, and today I'm back with another video. And as y'all can tell by the title, I'm gonna be telling y'all a story time about the time I ran away from home. Well, I ran away from home. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, follow all my social medias down in the description box. Go follow my main page because I'll be cute on there, and my birthday coming up. Go follow my spin page, go follow my business page, and also go follow that TikTok as well. And let's just get right into this story time. All right, y'all. So this story time takes place when I was in 7th grade. I was all of like 12 years old. My whole school hated me over a nigga. Well, it was weird because it was like they had like this love-hate relationship with me. It was like one week they didn't like me, we was beefing, and the next week they would try to come be my friend, and I would find out they talked to my man, and my man cheated on me with one of these girls that's in my face trying to be my friend, and then by the 3rd week we was back not cool, and it was a cycle. It was literally like they had a love-hate relationship with me over this boy. This boy used to cheat on me so bad, y'all. He used to cheat on me so bad. I say every time I turned around, he was cheating. It was to the point where I stopped turning around, but he still was cheating. So it was just like, listen, I don't know what I can do. I don't know what I can do. But I'm really like sitting up here in my mind trying to think like, why is this man cheating on me? Like, what can I do to get him to stop cheating on me? Do y'all know how? I ain't even gonna get into it because I was 12. I didn't have no guidance. I didn't have nobody telling me how a man should treat me. And I didn't have nobody to tell me that this was my first like relationship. Like, I didn't have no prior experience. I didn't have no guidance. I was ignorant and I was stupid, okay? Stupid, naive, and ignorant. Anyways, like I said, I was thinking like, why you cheating on me? Why you cheating on me? And the thought I came up with, the conclusion I came up with was, I have a strict parent, whereas these other girls don't have strict parents. And also, they kind of all live near each other, so it was like easy access. Whereas me, I didn't live near none of them, so we only saw each other in school. So after school, on weekends, guess who he was with? I ended up moving in with my grandmother for the 7th grade school year. And my mama was in Maryland, you know, searching, filling out, you know, Maryland to see if we're going to move there or not. Our school went by districts. So that's why I didn't live in a district, because I lived with my grandma who lived way outside of the district because my mama was in Maryland. So like I said, I had this bright idea that, oh, he cheating on me because I don't live close by him and all of these other people don't got strict parents like I do. So I just had a bright idea, like, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do to like hang out with them outside of school? Like, what excuse do I have to hang out with them outside of school? Because I had the type of parents that, oh, you want to go to such and such house? Well, I need to speak to their mama. Do they got brothers over there? And da 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 da. So it was just like always a hassle to even go over to somebody else's house on the weekend, especially if my mama didn't know them like that. So one day I had the bright idea because my school had like after school opportunities. My grandma had to drive me to school because I don't live in the district to catch the bus. So my grandma had to drive me to school. And I remember before I got out the car, I was like, oh, I'm gonna stay after school. Like, I have to do something after school. Don't remember what I really told her, but I just told her I had to do something after school and that I would be staying after school. And she was like, okay. So I get out the car, I go inside, and I just geeked. I'm so excited because I'm like, okay, I just like basically made up a lie and told my grandma that I had to stay after school. But really, I'm only doing this because I want to stay after school and hang out with my man so that maybe I can prevent him from cheating on me. And that's the problem right there. That's the problem right there. See, I was 12, but if you're grown now or if you're in high school now, let me just tell you something. If your man is cheating on you to the point where you feel like you got to always be with him and start doing stuff, everything with him so that he won't cheat, just leave him. Just leave him. Like, for example, if your man sells and he always cheating on you with the girls that he sells to, don't take it upon yourself to decide to ride around with this man all day while he hit his place so that you can prevent him from cheating on you. Just leave. Just leave. Like, when it gets to that point, you just gotta go. Like, nothing's gonna stop a man from cheating on you if he wants to cheat on you. So I walked into school. I'm all geeked up. The whole school day passed, y'all, and it's finally time for us to, you know, do whatever they do after school. Like, this is my first time staying after school with them, so I'm like looking for them to guide me, like, what y'all do? Like, what's the first move we gonna make? Like, what's going on? What's tea? First thing we did was walk to McDonald's because, like, on the corner of the street that my school was on, it was a McDonald's, and that was like often the hangout spot, I guess. So instantly we go to McDonald's. We order our food. We waiting for our food to be called. We was like in the back of McDonald's. You know how like sometimes some McDonald's got like a cut in the back and then they got like a back door. We was back there and we had took over the whole back area. It was like at least 10 of us, y'all. It was my man, me, my man homeboy, and then I can't even say them girls was my friends because they was not my friends. They was one of the girls that had the little love-hate relationship with me. We in McDonald's, we eating, we dancing, we playing music, we telling stories, we taking pictures. Like, we just doing whatever, like, you know, 12-year-old kids would do in McDonald's. Like, just having a ball, just talking amongst ourselves and taking pictures and whatever the case may be, right? Just vibing, having a good time in McDonald's. So then my phone rings, right? Because we've been in here for a good 30 minutes, right? And then my phone rings. And I'm looking at my phone. I'm looking at my phone and I just see the words, Mom. And instantly I'm just like, she knows. She knows. She knows I'm doing something that I'm not supposed to be doing. Because at this point, I think our school let out at like 3:25. And after school didn't end till 4:30. So I knew I was still within the time that I would be after school if I was actually after school. But something in my soul was like, she knows. But at the same time, I'm looking at the group of people I'm with and I'm like trying to like not make it apparent that I'm panicking. But in my mind, I'm panicking. And instantly I just think of, let me just decline it. And then when I get home, I'm just going to call her back. And if she asks why I didn't answer her phone call, I'm going to just say, oh, my phone was dead and I was after school. So that's what I did. I declined the call. But dummy me, while I was sitting up there panicking, while I'm inside my head, like I'm not doing this like for everybody to see that I'm panicking. I'm doing this in my head. And then I declined the call. So ding, ding, ding. If my phone was dead, it would have like went straight to voicemail. Not wrong for a little bit, then went straight to voicemail. But I'm not thinking that at the time. I just panicked. I was panicking for a good 7 seconds. And then I was just like, decline. I was still a little bit scared. So I was just thinking to myself, like, I hope she don't call back. 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 But I remember like maybe 5 minutes after that, I had went to go refill my drink. And within the 5 minutes, she didn't call back. So I'm like, oh, maybe she don't know. Maybe I'm cool. So I got up and went to go refill my drink, thinking I'm still lit in McDonald's like I'm crunk, okay? Thinking the coast is clear. I go refill my drink. And I guess while I refilled my drink, she called back. But I had left my phone at the table with my boyfriend because he was like going through it. I don't know, like it was weird. Like it was a weird thing. How you cheating on me but you going through my phone? How you cheating on me but you going through my phone? Mind you, I didn't cheat back at this time. I didn't have enough balls at this time in my life to cheat back. Now I cheat back. Ain't that crazy? How you cheating on me but you going through my phone? What you going through my phone for? A guilty conscience. Regardless though, while I'm filling up my drink, I guess my mama called back. Now I didn't know this at the time, but I guess my mama called back. And he and a couple of them girls that he was cheating on me with that was in McDonald's with us, right? The more and more I tell this story, the more and more I'm aware of how goofy I was looking at 12 years old. It's like I understand that I didn't know no better at the time, but I just cannot believe that that was me. Like the me that I am today would never be in a situation like this. Never. Anyways, I guess a few of him and he was cheating on me with, they decided that it would be so funny and cool, I guess, to answer my mama's phone call and play on the phone. I guess they was back there making sounds and hee ha ha laughing and Kiki making sounds in the phone. I don't know what really was said, but I know after they did that for a couple of seconds, they hung up the phone. Like I said, I was refilling my drink. Okay, I was refilling my drink. So I didn't know this happened. And when I got back to the table, nobody said, hey, your mom called, and we answered it. Nobody said nothing, right? Nobody said a thing. So I get back to the table with my refill drink, thinking the party finna be started, because I'm like, my mama ain't calling my phone back to back. So she don't know nothing. She don't know what I'm doing. Like, period. We lit. We back lit. Turn the music back up. Like, everybody get crunk. Because what the fuck is y'all saying? You feel me? Like, I didn't tell my grandma I was staying after school for nothing. Let's get lit. But something was different this time. When I got back to the table with my refilled drink, getting ready to, turn up, getting ready to be the life of the party, my hotline was blinging. My hotline was blinging, y'all. It was blinging. And let me tell y'all, it was only one caller on the request line, and that caller was my mom. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why did she blow up my phone back to back to back to back to back to back now? Literally, at this point, I got my lie in my head. I'm just saying my phone was dead. So now I'm up on it. Every time she called, decline. 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 Literally, I'm trying to like really keep up this thing. Like, my phone was dead. My phone was dead. It don't matter how many times you called because I never saw it because my phone was dead. That's what I'm thinking, the lie I'm going to be able to tell. Not realizing while I was filling my drink, they already answered the phone. So she already knows what is going on. When I tell y'all my whole stomach was in my booty hole, literally, like, I was like, the jig is up. I was in New York. She was in Maryland. And I was still like, oh, oh. That's how much fear my mom put in my heart at the time. From a different state, you got me sweating and shit. So I'm just declining every call because I had an iPhone 5C at the time, but my mom was still team Android. She had a Galaxy. So I felt good because I was like, she done got an iPhone. Like, you know, my phone is on. It's not like she could text me and the text would go through and say deliver. And she would instantly know, like, yeah, girl, your phone ain't dead. You feel what I'm saying? She got a Galaxy. She seen Android. So she ain't gonna see delivered, read, nothing. She just sending the messages. She don't know if I got it or not. I'm really sitting up here like trying to like, you know, be lit. But I'm like, okay, I think I'm good as long as I keep declining. Like, I'm trying to stay close by my phone. Can't nobody get my phone for the rest of McDonald's. No, I don't care if you want to take no pictures. I don't care if you need to log on to your Facebook. I don't care if you need to call your mama. No, use somebody else's phone because I got to keep mine on me so I can decline, right? Yeah, everything was going cool with the declining. Until my grandma starts calling me. I'm really confused as to why now my grandma is calling me. And I may be confusion, but listen, that stomach was in that butt before. Let me tell you, it's all the way in my toes now. I'm frightened, baby. I'm scared. If that shit wasn't scary enough, do you know my older sister start calling my phone? So now my mom's calling my phone, my grandma's calling my phone, and my big sister is calling my phone all simultaneously. I'm so fucking scared, y'all. It's not even funny. But I was like, oh, now it's getting real. At this point, I'm like, okay, so the first place I feel like they're gonna check is this McDonald's. So guess what, everybody? Y'all got y'all fucking McFlurries? Y'all got y'all fries? Y'all got y'all food? Everybody nice and full. Go refill up them drinks real quick because we about to motherfucking move. Everybody good, everybody straight, everybody got what they needed out this bitch. Okay, great. Let's migrate somewhere the fuck else. Something in my soul said if I stay here and act like everything's all cool, calm, and collected, babe, they're gonna come here and it's gonna be so embarrassing for me to get dragged out of McDonald's by my family members in front of my friends. Absolutely not. Let's migrate. Let's get it. Let's put some pep in our motherfucking step because we gotta go. We gotta go. Let's move. Let's groove. Y'all, do you know where we go next? We go to the park behind my school. Now, me being in my 20s right now, that was the stupidest thing I could have ever done. Because if McDonald's wasn't going to be the first place they was going to check, the park in the back of my school was definitely going to be the first place they checked. Why did I think it was okay to go there? Had no clue. So we get to the park and everybody's still blowing up my phone. I think at this point, my mom had reached out to one of my friends at that school. And one of my friends even reached out to me and was like, where you at? Because your mama calling my mom. I didn't text nobody back. I didn't respond to nobody because when I say I'm sticking to the lie that my phone was dead, I'm sticking to that lie, baby. So I can't text back nobody because if I text back my friend and she by her mama gonna know I text back my friend, and then the friend mama gonna go back and tell my mama, oh, she texting, my daughter back, and then it's gonna be like your phone wasn't dead because you was texting your friend back, and I ain't going for it. My phone is dead. I don't care. So while I'm at the park, my phone actually dies, right? But at this point, when my phone actually finally dies, I'm just like, you know what? Like, at this point, I already know I'm in trouble. You feel me? My friend done contacted me saying that my mama contacted her mom. My mom called me, my grandma called me, my sister called me. Everybody know. I'm already in trouble. They don't know what's going on for real, but I know I'm in trouble. So I just decided, instead of going back after the after school program, time, whatever, might as well go back when everybody else go back. I was just feeling at this point, if I'm going to go home and get in trouble, might as well go home a little later because I'm going to be in trouble anyway. I'm like, fuck it. I'm already in trouble. Might as well, turn it up a notch. I don't know how long I stayed outside. I don't know how long I stayed outside. To this day, I can't even tell you what time, I started, walking back because my phone literally actually died. So I had no clue what time it was. I just know the street lights was on. And like I said, we was all 12, 11, 13 years old. So, of course, even though they could be outside after school, they had a curfew, which was everybody had to go back in the house when the street lights came on. So when the street lights start turning on, everybody start disappearing. Literally, I just start seeing the park have less and more people. And I was like, all right, well, it must be time to go home because nobody's here. From the school, I want to say I lived, my grandma's house was 3 miles away from the school. 3 miles don't sound bad driving, right? It really don't sound bad at all. 3 miles, I get there in a jiffy. But I was walking, babe. I was walking 3 miles from my school back to my grandma's house where an ass whooping would be awaiting me. My boyfriend and his homeboy ended up walking me I want to say a mile. They ended up walking a mile with me. And while we was walking this mile, we ended up having to pass the McDonald's that we was just at, y'all. And when I say we looked at this McDonald's, and this McDonald's was swarming with police. The McDonald's had police trucks, police cars, everything. The dogs was out, all of that. I looked at my boyfriend and his homeboy, and I literally said, y'all, them police cars is for me. Them police cars is for me. I wasn't sure. I was not sure that the police was for me. But I know I felt it in my soul. I felt it in my soul. I was like, yeah, all of that over there, it's for me. After they had walked me at least a mile, they ended up turning back to go home because they kids, they damn self, the street lights is on. They got to be home soon. So at this point, I was left to walk the last 2 miles by myself. Now that I'm alone, it's I could actually think about the situation I just put myself in. Before, it was I was half thinking about it, half distracted, and my mind just instantly started racing. I'm thinking of 101 different scenarios. I'm just you know what? You just gotta stick with the lie you started with. You gotta stick with the lie you came up with. Your phone was dead, your phone was dead, your phone was dead. But then I started thinking but you don't have no valid excuse for as to why you didn't get home at 4:30 and now you get home when the street lights is already on. I'm really just trying to think of anything, y'all. I'm talking to myself while I'm walking. I'm trying to say my lies out loud. I'm trying to downpack my story that I'm about to tell them. I'm halfway to my grandma's house, and I could tell I'm halfway to my grandma's house because I could see the bodega that she had at the end of her street. And then I just see this tan, big ass truck, coming down the street that I'm walking on. And I'm that's my sister, because my sister drove a truck that looked just like that. And the truck started getting closer and closer and closer to me. And out of nowhere, that truck bust a freaking U-ey, right next to me, bust a U-ey and pulled up beside me. And that's when I instantly knew that's my sister. You know what my first thought was? Well, actually, my only thought when I saw my sister pull up, my only thought was, whew, at least I don't gotta walk the rest of the way. At least I don't gotta walk the rest of the way, baby. Also, my sister didn't put fear in my heart like my mama did. Me and my sister 15 years apart, so the relationship me and my sister always had was the cool auntie. They come around pretty often, but they don't live with you day to day. That was me and my sister relationship. So I always just known her to be cool, calm, and collected. We got 2 different personalities. She's more the laid back, cool, chill, nonchalant type, where I'm the extroverted, feisty, loud, proud, extra one. So we 2 different personalities. And because I know my sister's personality, she didn't put fear in my heart the way my mama did. And I don't know, I just was child, let me just get in this car, child. Imagine my surprise when I get in the car and my sister is spazzing on me. She is going off and she cussing me out and rada. She basically telling me, lecturing me and telling me you, anything could happen. You saw us calling you, blah, 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 we was looking for you. And mom done called the police. Did you see all them police cars up there at McDonald's? And I'm I knew them motherfucking and police cars is for me. Like, she's going off the whole entire ride, though. And we finally get to my grandmother's house. I get out the car, and I just go straight upstairs. I just go straight upstairs to my room, my grandma's house. And I'm sitting in my room for like a good 10 minutes, and I knew somebody would be coming up there to talk to me. Like, I knew I wasn't getting off scotch-free this easy. I knew it wasn't going to be this easy. So someone just told me, like, go out into the hallway, go down, to the stairs, and listen, because all of them was in the kitchen or living room. And I hear my sister on the phone with my mom. And I hear her say, okay, bye. So I just run straight to my room. I don't know really what was said. My sister came upstairs in my room with a belt in her hand. A belt in her hand. Mind you, my sister ain't never gave me a whooping a day in her life. Before this day, she has never gave me a whooping before or after this situation. The only time my sister ever pulled a belt out for me. And she actually used it. Like, she actually gave me a whooping, like belt to butt, literally, like. So I was a little mad at my sister because I just felt like, as big sister to little sister, me personally, if I had a little sister in this situation, I wouldn't have whooped her. I would have gave her a really stern talking to. I would have tried to understand where she was coming from. I would have tried to teach her a little lesson, let her know, mom told me to whoop you. Next time I ain't gonna be able to save you. Like, I would have gave her a really stern talking to, though, but I wouldn't have really whooped my sister. I would have just told my mom, like, yeah, I whooped her, and I would have, gave my sister a little yeah. You feel me? Like a little talking to, and that would have left it at that. I don't know, but I really would not have whooped my little sister. I definitely would have been like, all right, mom, I whooped her. I gave her a good whooping, knowing I didn't. I was mad at my sister for whooping me for real, because you ain't never did that before. I know you'd be cool, calm, and collected like, girl. Like, all you had to do was just give me a little sister talk. Like, why would you do me like that? But no, she really whooped me, and then she went home with her husband to her kids or whatever, because I guess they had been looking for me that entire time. And then my grandma ended up coming into the room, and she tried to like soft talk me, but basically she was like, yeah, I'm disappointed in you, but she tried to talk to me. She said, I'm just glad you're safe. You know how grandmas be. They don't ever want to be like the disciplinary type of person. And she's like, your mom told me to take your phone, so she took my phone. And I was a little bit mad at my grandma too, because I'm like, girl, like at the time, I did not know that my boyfriend and them girls had answered my mama's phone call. At this time, I still didn't know that. My perception was, I told you that I was staying after school. You told me, okay, before I got out the car. And then y'all started blowing my phone up before, after school was even over. So it was just like, in my mind, it was like, grandma, you set me up, because like, how did they even, like, how did I even end up in this situation? So yeah, y'all, that was basically the story or whatever from my perception. Let me tell y'all their perception. So my mom ended up telling me that the first time she called, she was just calling on some innocent shit, which is why when I was sitting at the table for a couple of minutes before I was going to refill my drink, I didn't see her blowing up my phone. She said she decided to call back like a couple minutes after, because she was like, oh, maybe she just missed my call or something. Like, she didn't think off rip my phone was dead. She didn't think off rip like, something happened to my phone or whatever. She just was like, oh, maybe like she didn't see my call. Let me try to call again. And when she called again while I was refilling my drink and heard all of them noises in the background, her instant thought was, why am I hearing all of this noise on the other end of this phone when Amaya should be in the house at, her grandma's house? Like, why am I hearing all of this noise? So instantly, before, she ended up blowing up my phone, I guess she called my grandmother. And my grandma, it must have slipped her mind. Because she was like, I don't know where Amaya's at. She still hasn't came home. So if that's your response and that's what you hear as a mom, of course you're going to start blowing that phone up too. Because my grandma didn't tell her, oh, Amaya's staying after school. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that was my mom's perception. She did say she ended up calling the police. She started calling my friends' moms and trying to get in touch with me. She said, well, my sister said that her and her husband was driving around. They was at the park. They went to McDonald's. They went to like this neighborhood that she knew like a lot of my friends lived in. And they said they couldn't find me nowhere. Now, I was at the McDonald's and I was at the park. I don't know what times they went there, but I was definitely at them two places. And I did not see nobody looking for me. Like, I didn't see nobody until I was on the way back home. So Yeah, that was their perception of the story. And my grandma's side was a month after this situation had occurred. I got my whooping, I got my phone taken away. At this point, I was all punishment, and we was all like kind of talking about it because my mom ended up coming back to New York to visit me or whatever. And my grandma was like, I think I do remember you asking me to go after school. And as soon as she said that, I ended up turning to my mom like, see, I told her I was going after school. And she was like, no, Mom, I called you. And I remember calling you and asking you, where am I at? You talking about something. I don't know. She never made it home. And my grandma was like, I think I just forgot at the time. I don't know. I be thinking about so much stuff. I forgot. But I think she did ask me to go after school. It just slipped my mind when you called. And I'm like, yo, if my mom would have heard that background noise when they answered the call and called my grandma like she did, and my grandma's response was, oh, Amaya's after school, guaranteed my mom wouldn't have blew my phone up like that. So the whole kill was because my grandma forgot that I told her that I was going after school, I ended up being in trouble for the whole situation. Honestly, I got to take some accountability too, because had I went home at 4:30 on the after school bus, I probably wouldn't have been in that much trouble. I probably would have been able to be like, oh, my phone died, or oh, my friends was using my phone, or whatever the case may be. Like, I probably would have been able to get off scotch-free or whatever. But because I decided to say, fuck it, I'm already in trouble, might as well stay out later, that really was like my ass was super grass. But yeah, y'all, that's the story of the time that I ran away from home. Still to this day, when my mom tells the story, she tells people I ran away from home. So that's why I titled it this, because I guess I ran away from home. Y'all comment down below and be the judge and tell me if y'all feel like I ran away from home too. I don't think I ran away from home. I think I left school and then I returned home when I was supposed to. That's what I think. But yeah, y'all, that is the end of this story time. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow all my social medias down in the description box. Comment down below a yellow heart, because I got yellow hair and my favorite color is yellow. Comment down below a yellow heart if y'all made it this far in the video. And I love y'all so very much. Thank you so very much for watching. And once again, I love all of y'all. Bye.